Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. This is the Addicted Bookworm, and in today's video we're going to talk about authors that do not use any form of editing software. Alright, so for people that don't know, I am currently writing 2 fantasy books that will be released 6 months apart. That's the hope. I am going to be spending about 1.5 years writing these books because as a parent of Book Baby, I want to make sure that my book is good, at least as good as I could possibly make it, because I just do not have the extra money. So how much do you want to bet that I do not use beta readers? Well, it'll be free in this case. I do not use beta readers. I do not. I publish the book as it is written. However, it is very clear, I may not use beta readers because they charge way too much money to do that, because I have bills that I have to pay. Yes, beta readers are only for authors that do not have a shit ton of bills to pay, because I have to pay bills, because if I don't, I lose my apartment. I cannot afford a beta reader. I can't even afford an editor. This is how dirt poor I am as a author and as a general human being. But I'm not poor to where I cannot afford basic editing software. Now, my really nice, decently beautified laptop I bought months ago, it has a editing software that's powered by, you guessed it, AI. And I can't turn it off. I can't turn off the AI software at all. I will be honest with you guys, I do not mess with it. I do not mess with my computer. That is a nearly $300 computer, and I do not mess with it. I don't. Even if the computer was $99, I would not mess with anything in that computer. So, anyways, I go and I sit there and I write my chapter, and then I go back and I read it, and then I reread it, and then I reread it. Why do I reread it 3 times? So that I know that the chapter is exactly how I want it. I may add some additional scenes, I may add some action sequences, but I always do that. This is called determination, that your book baby doesn't look like a goblin from the 7th level of hell. Then I put it through the editing and grammar software, which is powered by AI. I'm not really a fan of AI. I take it back, I hate AI, but you do what you gotta do to make your chapter readable. And I go back, reread it, make sure that it's exactly how I want it, make sure they did not axe the ending of a person's speech, and then I move on. That, doing 1 chapter, reading it, rereading it 3 times, editing it, going back and reading it, takes me, get this, will take me about 4 hours. I spend 4 hours a day on a single chapter. Then once I do that, I turn the computer off and I put it away. Then I come back the next day and I do the process all over again. I will generally, and this is my own, how I do it, is I will generally do the reading and the 3 rereads on my day off. So if I do 4 chapters before my day off, I'm there from about 8 a.m. to about 1 o'clock in the morning. This is how dedicated I am to this book. So why am I bringing this up? Well, the headline of the video should tell you why. I was watching this video from Orbiting the Shelf about this woman who obviously miss the lesson about at least using basic editing software. And as I said, I don't have a beta reader. I can't afford the hundreds of dollars for a beta reader. I can't afford the hundreds of dollars for an editor. And why do I say hundreds of dollars? Because I don't even want to know how much it's going to cost for a beta reader. I can barely afford the price of a professional cover. This is why I use Canva, because I'm dirt poor, and this is what you do when you're dirt ass poor. But when you have a woman who obviously has money to afford at least one beta reader, why you're not doing that? Why are you not doing this? I don't quite understand that. I don't. It's like, oh, I don't care if my book has a shit ton of mistakes. I mean, my first like cozy mystery had like a bunch of mistakes. And that was because I was new to it. But I've grown as a person, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy that I've grown and developed as a writer, as everything. So when I go and I read a book, I am reading this book to see if there's any errors in the manuscript. And I'm like, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing this? Yes, it's annoying, but you have to edit your work. If you don't edit your work, people are going to be like, huh? I don't get it. Now, traditional publishing houses are just as guilty of not editing as independent authors are. But we at least acknowledge that. We acknowledge that we didn't edit. But anyways, so as much as people don't like AI, and I'm one of those people that don't like AI, I have to use it. I have to use the spell check and stuff like that, because if I don't, my epic fantasy book is gonna, well, be an epic disaster. And also, please stop charging extra money for your extended edition. Obviously, it's an edition that nobody actually wants to read. I will say this. If I go and write a 300-page fantasy book, okay? Because now it's like people are really starting to get away from like the really thick fantasy books. A 300-page fantasy book, okay? I am going to go and I'm going to spend time with this thing. So what do I do? So if people want to know how many words do I write a day? 1,000 words. 1,000 words. Now maybe a little over 1,000, but just 1,000 words. Why? It's easier to edit. It's easier to get through a chapter, through words, and you don't feel like you're about ready to pull your hair out of your head. I know. It's my phone. By the way, who likes this? This is the Bookish Girls. Yeah, this is so that my brother can tell the difference. But yeah. Anyways, I write about 1,000 words a day. Now, if I write 1,000 words and I don't have time to edit it, I'll just wait till the next time that I come back, and then I'll just edit the words. Or edit what I've written. But anyways, I am going to let you guys go. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, be happy and keep on reading. Bye.